Hey, it's a great day. I'm Energizer, and today is day 41 on the Appalachian Trail. So let's get her done. Today, walking through Shenandoah National Park. Biggest item on the agenda is about 16 miles from where I camped last night is the last Wayside for the most northern Wayside in Shenandoah National Park. So not only will I get a burger and a beer, but I will also need to resupply for a few days to get me out of the park and up the trail a little ways. So that's the biggest thing on the agenda for today, and then just walking through the park. But priority number one in the morning, 3.5 miles from where I tented last night is a picnic area, parking lot with a restroom with flushing toilets. So yeah, that's where I'm heading. First view of the day. I think it's going to be windy and cool again. So as opposed to the pit toilets, the flushing toilets are called a comfort station. Well, I feel comforted. Really nice views this morning. Shaping up to be a nice day. Some of you have been asking about my weight. Probably the same people that watched me do the through hike of the Pacific Crest Trail back in 2020. Because by this time on the PCT, I was suffering from a serious malnourishment and underweight issue. Really bad. I just couldn't carry enough food. Between the resupply points, they were pretty far apart, couldn't carry enough food, and I'd be going into my next resupply with no food in the ruck and starving, and I wouldn't stay in the towns long enough to make up the caloric deficit. Finally did have to take zeros just to stay in town long enough to get some extra food in, you know. So, but That's not the case here on the AT, not at all. First off, the resupply points are, really close together, relatively speaking. And so I don't have to carry as many days of food, and I can carry extra food, so I have yet to go into a resupply point not having something in my ruck to eat. I mean, it might not be the best tasting, but I have yet to go in where I'm just totally out of food. Don't have that. And then along the Appalachian Trail, there are so many points where you can get what I call free calories. These are items that you can eat that you don't have to carry on the back beforehand. Little restaurant, little diner, that sort of thing. The Waysides I went through yesterday. I went through 3 Waysides. I mean, you saw what I was eating on the Shenandoah Folks March. I must have ingested over 8,000 calories in that one day yesterday. And so that really helps up, make up the deficit for anything I might not be eating on the trail. As you know, I came to the trail weighing 140 pounds, body mass index or BMI of 21, which is healthy but lean. I didn't want to be carrying extra weight on the body. I think I lost about 2 pounds the first week I was on trail, so I went down to about 138. But since then, my weight has stabilized. I have not had an issue with it. And, I'm hungry. I mean, I eat a lot. That's for sure. I do eat a lot. I do consume a lot of food. And food I would never eat at home because I'm just trying to get calories in the body. But I don't have that deep psychological, mind-altering hiker hunger that I had on the PCT. I don't have that. I'm not feeling that at all. And because I'm able to put calories in the body, I think that's helping my recovery. I've taken 3 Neros so far, but I haven't felt the need to take a 0. And I think it's just because I can eat better on the AT, and I can rest better. I've spent more time in beds on the AT already than I think I did on the whole PCT. So I think that really helps. But yeah, my weight's good. Feeling good.
Like an entire head of cabbage on the fire, multiple camp.
So closing out day 41 on the Appalachian Trail. Good day, good day. Some views, not a lot of animals, but good day. Wound up going to the Elkwater Wayside and had a great burger and some fries and a beer and a blackberry shake, which is they're kind of famous for. So I had that and an ice cream. And did a resupply. I think I wound up getting too much food. I'm still paranoid. I got to stop that. But I got a resupply there, and that'll get me down the trail for a few days. So I'm good. And wound up doing 24 miles. Stopped pretty early today for me. I mean, for me, I stopped pretty early today, but I liked where the shelter was, and I didn't like the tenting options for the next few miles from here. And so I figured it was a good compromise to go ahead and stop at 24. So I'm here with a bunch of people. 7 Plates is here. He is part of the trail family, the Trouble Bubble, which I introduced a couple episodes ago, and he's part of that family. And what's interesting is that they told me about him, and so I knew about him, but I just hadn't met him until today. And I met him at Elkwater, and then we linked up at the shelter. And then he had met Quickbeam. As you know, I hiked with Quickbeam for a while, and he met Quickbeam a while back, and Quickbeam told him about me. So we're sitting there at the same picnic table at the Elkwater Wayside, and we actually knew each other. We just never met. So that was kind of interesting. It's a small world out here. So yeah, I'm at the shelter. I'm gonna sleep in the shelter. Supposedly it's supposed to start raining early tomorrow morning. So I got a spot in the shelter, and at least that I'll start off dry and walk in the rain, I guess. It'll be interesting. But today was a good day. See you tomorrow.